I don't... Somehow, like, I look at people like Revolver Ocelot and Liquid Snake, and I'm like, I don't think Naomi is behind this. It's probably Liquid. It's probably the dude who looks like me, sounds like Donatello or Leonardo, and also wears a trench coat with no shirt. It's probably him. If I had to guess who the bad guy was. There we go.
Too bad it's frozen as shit.
Too bad it's frozen as shit.
Oh, it's not.
It's not.
Well, fuck me then.
You want to know why?
Probably use it before it freezes.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because there's a bunch of ravens around this door.
Yeah, the ravens, they keep it thawed. And that's the only reason why.
It's almost like we're gonna need him.
Like that would stop them.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big bull like you.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating?
What the fuck?
Fucking love this guy.
I love this game, and I love this guy.
Can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the
Does
muck
that
duck
have to
eating
do
countries.
anything?
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same.
What if that was the boss fight?
Like, yeah. The first time I played this, I half expected to have to mash buttons again, like in Ocelot's torture sequence.
See if there is iron in your words.
Like, he pulls out the giant machine gun, but then he doesn't use it, right?
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite boss fight, mechanically speaking, in the game. Because it's very open-ended and there are multiple ways to go about it. My favorite is to use claymores and then switch over to the mine detector so you have an idea of where you've placed them and you try to lead him into them, rather.
He's just shooting at any old thing.
Yeah, he really is. There are a number of, like, ways that you can go about doing this as well. One of them is you can get behind him and, like, try and shoot him with the Nikita or the Stinger. Stinger is a pretty good way to do it. The Nikita, he will more often than not turn around and find it and shoot it before it reaches him. And generally speaking, if he's managed to do that, he'll be able to shoot you as well. Yeah. He wanders around quite a bit. So as long as you're kind of aware of where you've put everything, you can lead him into it. And it's kind of one of the only scenarios in which you really get to properly use the claymores. So, I'm a fan of that. Whoop. Come on, follow me out here. Follow me into the cold. His gun hurts quite a bit, but it's honestly not too bad. He's already, like, more or less a third of the way dead.
Yeah.
It's a very doable boss fight. And yeah, he just, like, fires randomly if he doesn't know where you are, so...
And even if he knows where you are, he doesn't seem to pursue you.
He'll pursue you, but he's not very bright. It's very easy to, like, bait him into traps. And even if you don't, like, he'll just wander and blow up your traps without meaning to anyway.
It seems like he just goes wherever he pleases.
Kind of. You can definitely influence it, but it's also this is the most fun way to do it, I think, because I really enjoy being able to be tricky when it comes to bosses and, like, find some stupid way to do it. And I really like being able to properly use gadgets. If you can't tell, I like using gadgets in this game a lot more than I like shooting the guns. You gonna hit that one? Ah, oh, almost. Fucker. Maybe eat a ration while we're... Oh, no, we can't, huh? They're all frozen.
Told ya.
That's alright. Whoa, here he comes. Where's he coming? Where's he coming? He has, like, I don't know if he does or if I just feel like he does. I feel like he has some low AI awareness of where you are, like a soft awareness.
Hmm.
But I'm not 100% sure about it. I saw to do it. There we go.
Nice.
Not too bad. Not too bad. That one's probably my favorite because there's just a couple of different ways to go about it.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake!
I believe that is what they call a sky burial.
Watching you. Understand?
A true way for a true warrior to go.
Snake, take this security card.
Neat.
It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. a world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
You remember Grim?
Yeah.
What is it?
Why?
That was not the DARPA chief. It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
What?
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
They took all of it.
All of it.
I really like Vulcan Raven. I really like Foxhound in general.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi? Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi
Uh-oh.
Hunter at all.
She's also Decoy
I thought the
Octopus.
story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's
damn
not
it.
the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something?
I mean, this whole operation is a big
Does this
vital
have anything
secret.
to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
The game is almost over. We really don't have much time left.
Yeah, we've only got about 55 minutes.
Hey, Mei Ling, you see all this shit about Naomi?
wasn't acting strangely or anything?
No, I just can't believe that Naomi is an enemy spy. I refuse to accept that.
I don't want to believe it either, but...
Don't say it, Snake.
I mean, she really doesn't like us, also. Like, every step of the way, she's been really ragging on Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the chaff grenades. Buddy, pal, oh friend of mine.
Just in case it wasn't clear.
Look! 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 Look at this shit. This is the best. Look at all of the cameras. Look at every camera. Look at this.
Holy shit.
Like, oh my god. It makes me go Valley Girl for a minute here.
That's like almost, what was that, like 8 cameras?
That had to be more than 8 cameras. Well, Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Pandora Box.
Oh no, I'm gonna miss my favorite game. As we go around this room, honestly, just take a long look at the model. Because you're going to be seeing it from, like, every angle imaginable. And look at the care that, as we go through the level, go look at the care that they go through to, like, not have it clip, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, we need to keep an eye out. This is not water. Don't step in it.
It's death.
It's not death, but it's not water. Can't quite catch us. Time to start climbing. Actually, we've got a little ways to go here. We got something else that we want to pick up before we do all this.
Oh my god.
I believe if you stick around here, like, too much, they will shoot you just coming out of the door. Those stingers are important. You want to make sure, by the way, at this point in the game, that you grab every stinger missile you possibly can, because we're going to be using them a lot.
Oh, I bet.
I fucking wonder what we're going to be using them on. Up we go.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Such a strange line.
which one, but because for me it's are you a hacker?
Are you a hacker? Yeah. It's like, I don't know about you, but I would kind of assume that he was a hacker. Or that he
it
at least...
being like the one thing he could conceivably be good at?
Or that, like, at the very least he has the capability to hack. Also, like, Snake at this point has gone up against, like, magic and maybe ghosts. And he's like, are you a hacker?
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Snake, it's me again. How's it going? It's going pretty well. Better than the last time I called. Ocelot. Actually, Ocelot too. Otacon's so clingy. But he's a good clingy.
Ocelot, on the other hand, is bad clingy.
Ocelot is very bad clingy. I don't know if they went... I don't know if they called enough attention to it, but when you lose the torture minigame, Liquid is like, damn it, Ocelot, not again. And he's like, oh, sorry, boss. This won't be like that last time. There's only one guard in this room, and he's all the way on the other side.
Damn it, Johnny.
What was that noise? Also, just... Metal Gear is so fucking big. It's so big.
It's a walking tank.
It is a walking tank.
Or maybe even a walking fortress.
Well, it's a walking tank, but with also, like, way more than a tank ought to have on its own, right?
Mm-hmm.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile.
Oh, that's
that way
bad.
It can get around all sorts of international treaties.
It's really bad.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? You still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Man, the ability to just launch a nuclear warhead literally from anywhere within the world that doesn't show up on any kind of preventative radar is insanely fucked up.
It is incredibly dangerous.
It is, like, maybe the most dangerous thing that I can conceive of. Gonna have to take this guy out. This guy also respawns, so even if we take him out, it kind of doesn't matter. Where is he?
But he's also the only guy here, so you can just pop his melon.
Yeah. It's not a terribly big deal. Oh, I wish this zoom in wasn't quite so slow. Oh, there he is.
Johnny.
Johnny, I got something for you. Snack on some Diaz. Got him in the neck that time.
Ooh.
That's what you get when you stick your neck out for yourself. Get shot off.
You shot off his neck?
That's right. I shot his neck off, but his head stayed in place.
Yeah.
Snake,
It's like a Fallout 3
did you find
glitch.
it? No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
So anyway,
Just give me a little bit longer.
that's real interesting, Otacon, but what do I do to turn off the walking tank?
Did you find the file for the override system?
Just wait a little longer.
More stuff about the Cold War. There's a lot here. It'll go on. But we're kind of exactly where we need to be. Just grab a couple of things and get on out of here. Right up against it, too. There's that railgun up top. Hmm.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion. $1 billion?
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What do you say?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We can still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl. She's alive.
Meryl.
Ooh boy.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting
Bad.
PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures.
Mhm.
The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So
Yeah.
this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Yes, but only at different temperatures.
Can you see the
You gotta
Different
heat the
temperatures.
center of the
You
control
mean
room?
this key is 3 keys?
See them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Ah, shit.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Damn it.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Yeah, okay. Can't believe I fucking dropped it all the way down there. Also,
Can't believe you've done this.
they respawn him here, and it's honestly a little cheap. It's also not alone. Do we have any rations? The rations are still
They're frozen. You might consider, yeah, the body armor for all the good it'll do.
Man. There we go. You get up here, and they can't follow you. Which is good. Get to the bottom here, and you can start effectively sneaking your way around. Time to go all the way back down to the bottom. Now we just got a whole lot of plot. A whole lot of plot. And we're finally getting to see a lot more of Liquid.
Big plot.
Dude
Very,
survived
yes.
a helicopter explosion.
And he did so with grace.
Like, he's got no scars on him. He doesn't have any burn marks.
His hair's not the least bit frazzled.
His hair isn't mussed. His coat is fine. Alright. Time to go looking around in the drainage ditch for this fucking key card. It's come in handy. Excuse me. Oh, it might actually be worth saving here.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Help. The hurt water is gonna hurt me.
In China, they say, the snake, knowing itself, strikes swiftly. It means that if you have confidence that what you are doing is part of your true nature, there should be no hesitation. I don't know whether your orders are in your true nature or not, but, Snake, believe in yourself.
Thanks, Mei Lang. Got a bomb. What's with this bomb? God damn it, Ocelot. Fucking Ocelot with his fucking bombs. Got some bullets. Bullets are good.
I love the idea of items that are just traps.
That's right.
And it's the slow burn, too.
And it's the fact that Ocelot keeps doing it. Like, they also would have had to put this here ahead of time. All of the rations are frozen. I wonder if the body armor slows down the acid. There's the PAL key. Shh. I'm hunting rabbits. He's not Johnny, but he might as well be Johnny.
How do you
There
know
it
he's
is.
not Johnny?
Because Johnny keeps coming back. And this guy just dies.
Yeah, and he keeps coming back.
It's not the same.
You don't know that.
He's not Johnny because he's not actively having bowel control issues right now.
He's not actively having a terrible day as we speak.
I mean,
I don't
he
know. I
is.
think
I just
he's
shot that
having a
dude
pretty
in the fucking face. It's probably having a pretty bad day. Camera.
The Outsiders. Johnny.
2-bit. Pony Boy. Soda Pop. Daryl. Dad. Kid Cuisine. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Death. Johnny. The fact that it says Johnny twice gets me.
My favorite thing is Payless Shoes followed by death.
I forgot about Payless Shoes.
That takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Well, that should be easy.
That is easy. In fact, it might behoove us to just do this puzzle today so we don't have to do it later. So this is, yeah. We've mentioned it many times before. There's a reason that Heat the Key is such like a well-known, well-treaded joke, because this is, I don't know if I would call this, would you call this the weakest section of the game so far?
Yeah, I think I would.
And it's like right up at the end too. How we doing on that key? No.
No.
And no one else will do, and I like to move it just a little bit closer. How about now? No. Open up your loving arms, watch out, here I come. There we go.
All right, good job.
Just in time to get us muted. Dead or Alive comes through the door and it's like, watch out, here I come. If not for just this little transition right here, it wouldn't be such a big deal. It's just that every time you pass this threshold for this camera angle, the cameras respawn, and every time you pass it the other direction, the guy respawns.
All right, it's time to heat the key.
It's time to heat the key.
Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
No, Snake, you gotta say it again. You said it wrong. Whoop. I like to think of Snake as like a little turbine spinning. Like maybe if he does it fast enough, the elevator will go higher.
Yeah?
Somewhere even higher. Metal Gear. Hey, what's up?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into
It's
it.
really not
Turn
my
your
pay
monitor
grade.
off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
Yeah, just now.
A couple times, actually.
Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
What?
No. You're telling me that Naomi...
Or, you know, by causing one?
Snake,
No,
try to remember.
it's not a
Did
real heart
Naomi
attack.
give you some kind of injection?
It's only a
Nanomachines.
simulation.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself.
Already with the
What's new with
nanomachines.
the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base.
God damn it.
I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Oh man. We can't trust anybody. Everybody's fucked up. Naomi hates us. Roy, like, knows things that we don't know and refuses to tell us about it.
How fucking dare he, honestly.
I'm out here risking my snake neck for his snake life. And what do I get for it? Snake all, that's what.
You know, when you think about it, a snake is like 90% neck.
That's right. I guess it's okay. I was worried that that we were hitting the 6 o'clock mark, but this actually kind of tracks considering we were a couple minutes late today.
Yeah, it's fine. We're getting our 3 hours in. It's like fucking community service.
That's right.
Get it down in your logbook.
But don't go under and don't go over, or else you're stealing money from the company.
That's right.
God damn. I used to get in trouble for showing up early to my job. And to those of you wondering, why did you show up early to your job? The answer is because it was quite a commute, and I couldn't always control what the commute was going to be like. So sometimes I just showed up early. And they were like, you know, if you keep showing up to work early, we're going to have to penalize you. I'm like, are you... What? Why?
Why?
God,
Psycho Mantis shows up to Shadow Moses Island early, and Ocelot is like, if you keep showing up early, we're going to have to penalize you. And he's like, why?
You're stealing money from the company, Psycho Mantis. We don't have much to go around here. All we have are these rations. We've got plenty of FAMAS rounds if you would like one of those. I don't know if you can eat them, but, well...
One FAMAS round?
Here they are. You get 1 FAMAS round per hour that you stay on the compound. But Ocelot, I don't use guns! That's really not my problem, Mantis. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go cauterize my arm. Take Control Metal Gear is called Outer Heaven, and there's more stuff after this.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the other busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And you killed
And
him.
he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom. This America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Dye.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
No idea who to trust.
Oh man, that went on for so long I forgot where we even were.
We're no strangers to love. He knew the rules when he signed up, and so did I. A full round of the sniper rifle, that's what I'm thinking of. Believe me, you wouldn't get that from any other guy. Johnny! Oh wow, he went fast.
What if you just shot him with the SOCOM?
What if I just shot him with a SOCOM?
Or what if you just went past him?
What if I just ignored him? It's fine too.
What was that noise? Says Johnny.
Wow, what was that noise? I guess I'll never look. Because I don't exist on this screen.
I despawned. I can never look.
Boop.
Something I appreciate is that no matter where the chaff grenade lands, it applies to the whole room.
Yeah, that staircase sequence would be fucking ridiculous without it.
Halcode number 3 confirmed. Halcode entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
What?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
No, you didn't.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master.
What the fuck?
what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the
What the
warhead
fuck
for us,
indeed.
too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
It was silly.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Dye.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Dye vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Motherfucking goddamn it, Liquid!
Oh man.
Liquid, how the... You've
Liquid!
served your purpose. You may die now.
Ah. All right. It's a quick thing. It's a quick thing that we do here. You've got your Stinger missile. If you do this right, you can get both of them. And there's also that one over there. I think we might have blown them up. Otacon, maybe you want to help us out?
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Yeah, okay. I got this thing on my face, on my head, that'll probably help. I like that you can hear him breathe when you use this in first person.
It's good.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Thanks, Otacon. Just do it, though. Don't tell me that you're gonna do it. Please just do it. We're full up on rations.
Also, I didn't notice it until just now, but that gas mask super fucking looks like an Enclave helmet.
It also kind of looks like Psycho Mantis's dealio.
A little bit.
God
but
damn
like,
it.
think of the Fallout 2 box art.
Yeah.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how, why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows.
So you don't know either, though.
Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not all...
Twin snakes, if you will.
We're twins
The twin snakes, if you might say.
Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born?
Yes.
But
Yes.
I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
Oh, shit.
Your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving. How do I stop it?
God, Liquid is such a good villain. He's such a snot-nosed punk. That's not how genetics works. That's not how dominant recessive genes work. But I still love him.
It's a Kajumboism, don't worry about it.
It's a very good idea to save here. So...
It's a very good idea to say Kajumboism.
Snake, there's nothing I can do to help you. All I can do is cheer you on.
So this is the point at which the game becomes a boss rush into the end of the game, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that we don't have another 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and leave it here today. But stay tuned next time, because the next one will be the finale of Metal Gear Solid 1. What a fucking ride! Anything you want to say before we leave this session off?
I kind of want to go straight into the next one when we finish this one.
Yeah? Well, I mean, luckily, luckily the end of this game is probably another 2 hours. It might be a full stream depending on how bad I am at it.
We'll see.
We'll see. Until next time, take care. Take care of your brothers. Take care of your brothers! And take care of yourselves.
And don't eat any fox dye.
Don't eat any fox dye.
Just don't do it.